Thank you very much. Um, for this presentation, I'm choosing actually the more lecture recital mode, so there will be some kind of performances. And thank you for students for coming in, because I will invite you to play the bamboo stamping tubes later. And also some of you can participate in the singing. Okay, so the title of the paper is Singing the Humanly Experience, Dream Songs of the Indigenous Semai of Malaysia. Okay, so the Semai are one of the 18 indigenous minority groups in Malaysia. Right, they are located in the circle around the center of Malaysia. Okay, so for the Semai, the belief system is rooted in a philosophy that's very similar to animism. So many of the Orang Asli repertoire of songs actually comes from their healing ceremonies, songs from their healing ceremonies. So these songs were originally taught to the Orang Asli shaman by spirit guides through their dreams. Okay, so during healing ceremonies, the shaman will summon a specific spirit guide by singing the songs that it's taught by them. This is a statement by one of the shamans that I interviewed. You can read the English while I read the Malay. Biar tak jadi, asalkan kita bekerja sama dalam dunia. Dalam dunia ini, yang pertama, kalau dia pun hidup dalam dunia, dia pun duduk dalam dunia yang sama, tapi dia tu jenis tu yang lain, alam lain. Betul. Bukan saya berborak-borak. Tak, kita berterus terang. Adat kami orang asli. So this is an interview with Bahkang, son of Bahmat, on the 6th of May 2017. So let's look at Bahkang. Okay, so Bahkang, son of Bahmat, is an 80-year-old indigenous shaman from Kampung Bukit Terang, Kampar, in the state of Perak in Malaysia. He constantly repeats this statement to me every time I come for fieldwork visits. It's the same thing he keeps reminding me. So he keeps reminding me that we need to work together and respect the spirits of the supernatural world in order for human and spirits to live in harmony in the space that we share. So this is an important practice that is embedded in the system, belief system and custom of the Orang Asli. Bahkang goes on to explain the importance of requesting for permission from specific spirit guides when acquiring forest resources. So some of these spirit guides, they dwell in plants, they dwell in flowers, trees, or other entities. So just harnessing these resources without requesting for permission may antagonize the spirits, consequently causing them to incur sickness or malice onto the culprit. So this belief system is also practiced by the Termia. I'm trying to make a comparison between the Semai and the Termia. Okay, another group of Orang Asli found in the areas of Kelantan. Benjamin states that the bounded souls can be liberated as unbounded souls during dreams, trance, and illnesses. So the souls of the persons can be liberated, they can be free and sort of go up somewhere in the air during dreams. So this is a research by Marina Rosman. She's very famous for research on the Termia, the music of the Termia. She says, the detachable, unbounded head soul of the dreamer will meet with the detached upper or lower portion souls of entities, such as the trees, the river rapids, tigers, or houses, who they will express their desire to become the spirit guide's the dreamer's spirit guide. So the spirit guide will request for permission, or request for friendship from the spirit guide. So this relationship is confirmed through a bestowal of a song from the spirit guide or the dreamer. So when the spirit guide teaches the dreamer a song, this friendship is kind of like enacted. So that means the spirit guide agrees to on this friendship. So when approaching dreams, the shaman may decide whether or not to accept the spirit guide's invitation to befriend him when the spirit meets in dreams. If the shaman chooses to accept the friendship, he or she develops a symbiotic relationship with the spirit guide. Okay, sometimes the spirit guide is the shaman's teacher. At other times, the spirit guide is the shaman's student, and vice versa. So there's a very reciprocal relationship. There's no power dominance. And sometimes the spirit guide can be telling the shaman certain things about things that it saw from the other parts of the world, whereas sometimes the spirit guide the shaman can be the teacher for the spirit guide. So there's a very reciprocal relationship. So when approached in dreams, also this past this, whether not too soon. Okay. Okay, so in this paper, I examined the content of the song text in 2 dream songs by Bakang. Okay, I tried to compare the meaning of these songs with those of the Termia, another group of Orang Asli living in Kelantan. According to Rosman, an anthropologist who conducted research among the Termias, songs transmitted by spirit guides connect the people with the place. The spirits of the forest, such as animals, trees, flowers, fruits, and rivers, become alive when they are summoned through song performance by the Termia shaman. Rosman notes that the relationship between the people and the place they reside in are constructed and reiterated in the composition and performance of songs received from the spirits of the landscape. The landscape is transformed into a social universe in dreams when spirits of these places, animals, fruits, and trees emerge, giving to the Termia dreamer a gift of song. Okay, let's look at an example from Marina Rosman's research. This is the song of the Pera tree. Okay, this is a huge tree with red flowers and fruit located near the Termia village. During the fruit season, the Termia will bring this fruit into the house and eat them. They will swallow the seeds, then they will discard it back to the land through defecation, purging, what's the word for it? Going to toilet, okay. So they will swallow the seeds and discard it back. So there is a continuous cycle, okay, from seed to fruit to consuming the fruit to going to toilet and then to bring it back to the land. The seed goes back to the land, so that there is this marking of the people with the place. So the people and the place are connected in this continuous cycle of life. So the spirit of the Pera tree comes to the Termia spirit guide through the Penhai song. Okay, the Penhai song, I have to get off this PowerPoint and play for you because I couldn't download it. But this is Marina Rosman's CD on the Termia, and this is the Penhai, the spirit of the Pera tree. This is the song of the Pera tree. This is the song by the Termias. Okay, so the relationship between the people and the place also occurs among the Semai group that I'm trying to investigate. Okay, so Bakang dreams songs also include those of the Siamang. Okay, this is a black-handed gibbon, and then it also includes spirit guides from Cameron Highlands and Kampa. Okay, in my argument, I argue that the song text of his song text reveal an aspect of spirit guides that are very human-like. Okay, the experience of the spirit guide appear to metaphor the life of humans on earth. So I examined the content of 2 songs among the 4 songs that are recorded from Bakang in this paper. So just looking at the text, the title is Sangkut di Pulai yang Debor. It means swinging on the pulai tree. So the title is swinging from branches to branches of a pulai tree. Swinging from the branches to branches on the Jelutung tree. Choose a good way of life, a path that is good for us, a safe journey in life, walk the trails of life that is good, a path that is good for us, a safe journey in life. So this song was transmitted from the Siamang spirit, the black-handed gibbon, to Bakang's ancestor. The Siamang has long hands. Take a look at Siamang. It's to facilitate its swinging activity. It feeds on forest fruits such as ludat. It has a habit of throwing the skin of the fruit after indulging its fruit. So while this song of the Siamang spirit is also sung during healing ceremonies to cure a sickness known as Cek Lengwet. According to Alang, this disease gives you a headache. Unlike normal headaches, you can't find a cure to this headache. So even Western medicine has no solutions to this sickness. Okay, besides about the Siamang, this song also talks about the interconnectedness of humans with the spiritual and natural world. It tells us that humans must be noble, compassionate, and honorable, and they must walk a good road of life and kindness always. Okay, so this song reminds the Semai to follow a right path in life. So let's have some performance. Yeah, can I get 2 volunteers from our students back behind there? Yeah. This one, right hand, left hand. Okay, right hand, left hand. Oh, but you have to sit down. Sit down. Maybe sit down a little bit there. Okay, I'm sitting here. Okay, but the rest of you are not, you have to do something too. You have to repeat after me. Okay? But it's very easy. It's the easiest Semai song.
Malay or in a Semai language or in English?
Semai is the best.
Okay, cool.
Semai language. Okay. Maybe you can sit nearer to him, like one straight row like that. No, face them, face them.
หันมาทางเรา
Nearer to him.
หน้ากระดานไปนู่นไปใกล้เขาหน่อย
Okay, the right hand is the longer one. Right hand.
มือขวาเอาตัวยาวมือขวาเอากระบอกยาว
Okay, this way down.
แล้วก็เอาด้านที่มันตันลงพื้น
Okay, so the rhythm is like this. Sorry. Just keep doing this. Yeah. Oh, you have to repeat after me.
Okay.
Sangkut di pulai yang debol, sangkut di peldo yang debol, cip-cip yang debol dahi, cip-cip yang debol dahi. I started to key too high for me now. Okay. Nong le nong le le le. Cip cip yang debol dahi. Cip cip yang debol dahi. Cip cip abo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's not supposed to be like that, okay? This is Western. Thank you. Maybe go back there. So how is it performed by the actual performers themselves? This is the shaman performing with the dancers, but this is a really stage performance. It's not the real healing ceremony. in the origin ceremony, it's not choreographed like this. They are all moving in circles, and they keep moving in circles until they reach a certain very heightened stage, and then some of them will fall off after getting into trance. So this is the performed piece.
So the leader is a trance guy.
The leader is the shaman that we saw just now. Yes, he does have the skill in calling the spirits. Right. So I think I'm very still on 6 minutes only. That's really okay. I think I've underestimated my time. Okay. Maybe we can talk about another piece. Okay. Then. So this is Wak Genamun. Okay. Wak Genamun is a mountain princess, a spirit guide that resides in post-war. Okay, this is where Bakang used to live. He used to live in Cameron Highlands, so in the state of Pahang. So he tells me that in this song, Wak Genamun is gleefully swinging high and low on a swing in a garden among the clouds in the supernatural world. Okay, her mother is helping to give her the first push on the swing that propels her forward. So in this song that is taught to Bakang by Wak Genamun, it reveals that the spirit guides have similar recreational activities as humans on Earth. There is no indication of age of Wak Genamun, but she still enjoys activities played by children on Earth. So this is the meaning of the song. Let's swing high and low. Let's walk till the end of the path. Let's swing high and low in the middle of the garden together with my mother. And yeah, it's basically the same thing. Right, so in my summary, I affirm what Marina Rosman said, that songs reiterate and reaffirm the relationship between the people and the place. But at the same time, I also add another argument that says that song manifests the experience that relate to Semai values and human recreational activities. Right, since we have so much time, I think I underestimated my time. Yes. Yes.
I forgot to video, so maybe you have time.
All right.
Can we sing again? I promised her I will video the performance. I got engrossed in singing, so maybe you can
want to video from it.
the playing.
Okay.
Okay.
Another group.
And somebody want to play? Okay. Maybe somebody else want to do it. But we can try this song. This song gets a little bit more tricky. See whether you all can catch it or not.
Then you still need
the
bamboo?
Yes, still need the bamboo.
Video. You don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Oh, you still need the video.
มาช่วยกันหน่อย2 คนเดี๋ยวกลับไปเลยเดินเสร็จแล้วเคยแล้วเคยมือแล้ว จำจังหวะได้แล้วใช่ไหม
What do you call the instrument?
Chentong, bulu chentong. Okay. It's the same rhythm. Dun, 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 dun. The other way. lalu. Nalik nong melenong. Nalik menong nong medahanurul amber. Julak tenggal lalu. One, two, three. Yes.
So a part of reproduction, we need some comment or question.
Wait, I haven't finished.
Oh,
A few more, just the further thoughts.
okay.
So about further thoughts, I'm trying to investigate more on dream theories, okay, describe and looking into Western dream theories like Freud and Nietzsche and dreams of the Wanga of the Northern Australia. So my questions are these dream songs actually manifestation of human psychology? Because the lyrics are so much about humans, right? So, and what meaning do these songs bring to the next generation of non-shamans? Is my question. So how is the meaning of these songs going to be reinterpreted by the next generation? And how has myth morphed into reality of a changing social landscape? So now I just give you a little bit of peep into a research that I'm working on with his grandchildren. His grandchildren are sort of learning the songs and not really learning it, okay? So we are trying to figure out maybe more interesting ways that they can get interested in the music. So we tried doing stuff like this, and this is the progress for now. So these are his grandchildren. This is Bakang's wife. Maybe just part of somebody just came at the door, so they are looking. Yeah, they're just still playing around with it now. So sometimes some of the grandchildren appear, sometimes they run off somewhere else, they don't want to come and practice with us. So we get whichever grandchildren we can to do this. This is just one session. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Terima kasih, Kapten. Yes.
มีคำถามอะไรไหม Any question?
Yes.
Thank you. Really interesting. I'm curious about the notion of dream. I mean, we call it dream. It's an English word. But that doesn't necessarily mean that our idea of dream corresponds to their idea of dream. Well, maybe first of all, I mean, can have you interrogated this question? What is a dream from the Semai perspective? And then second of all, because dreams or entering a dream world can sort of be associated with death, for example, and I'm curious if these are connections with an afterlife in any sense. I mean, I'm just sort of sort of tossing out things. I don't have any sort of preconceptions, but yeah, can you sort of address that?
I think the idea of dream songs were actually definition from the Western term. I don't think they ever call it dream songs.
Okay, good.
They just said that they got it through dreams. And then
And what are dreams to them? I mean, is it literally something they get when they're sleeping, as we understand it, or do they have a sort of a broader
Like
understanding?
an original of the song where it comes from. So if you cannot find any originality, you call it dream.
Like dreams, like something that we cannot sort of find the connection with.
So yeah, I'm also very curious. So I kept asking him, where did you get the song from? But actually, he told me that he got it from his ancestor, who was the original owner of that dream song. That means that spirit approached his ancestor, and he learnt it from his ancestor. But he said it's not easy to learn the songs. You have to be very diligent, very hardworking, and really into wanting to learn about it. Then only after spirit will come to you. Okay, and it will. He says letak dalam hati. He will place it into your heart. So I think the journey of a shaman, as he says, is not that simple. You need to have a very clean heart. Many things you cannot do. A lot of taboos. Yeah, I think that only will the spirit actually come to you. He says. Yeah.
I think it's worthwhile to examine though, because sometimes we get these terms, and like Marina Roseman, she uses the term dreams in her work, and but do we really understand what it means, or is it sort of preventing us to getting a bigger picture of what the meaning is?
I'm also very curious, is there any existence on dream songs in Thailand? Because I just hear of this among the Orang Asli only.
Many folk songs from northern Thailand, they claim that but there's no composer or no origin, so mostly they thought that the spirit tell us or guide us, or even link to the Prema part, the sacred song that I talked from last session. Many songs that also they said the Tewada compose this and then give to us. We learn and we preserve what the Tewada intend.
And menorah, the founding origins of menorah, came to Mesimala in a dream.
In a way.
I think this is also similar to some Christian songs where they are inspired by some spiritual force to write the songs.
That's right. And so dreams can have a sort of a larger meaning too. I mean, in Laylatul Qadar, in the Islamic mythology, that the Prophet Muhammad ascended. Some people believe it very literally, whereas others interpret it as being sort of a more metaphorical, like a dream state, ascending to heaven.
Yeah. Are we on time?
Yes.
I might have missed it, but what is the whole purpose of going into trance? Is there an actual goal? I mean, I'm reminded of
Shaman.
So is this for prophecy, or is this for resolving certain issues? I'm reminded of the liminality issue.
To tell you the truth, I've never actually experienced a healing ceremony, the actual ones. But I think the whole community gets involved with assisting this patient to relieve himself of his illness. So when they are dancing, they themselves get into a trance, and maybe they get cured of some certain illnesses among themselves too. Yeah, that's what I know, but I haven't really gone through a real ceremony.
But you seen the thing from the festival that arranged by
that one is
Semai people, or?
That one is the stage performance of the real healing ceremony. It's a cultural show, festival.
All right, I think it's about the time to say terima kasih Kapin Krab so much to Ajahn Clare. Next one still linked to